Hey, it's letting us go.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, we didn't put up any notifications, so we'll see if anybody's on here. Let me see if. What's good, DB? Hey, John. They're in here. What's up, y'all? Hook 'em. Reading the chats.
Watching the Golden State game.
Watching the Jordan Whittington's to start running back. We already getting started with the comments in here. What's up, everybody? How'd y'all feel about tonight's game under the lights? John, start it off, man.
Quick recap. Defense backs were good. Our linebacker core was good. Backup center, we need to get that locked down. Pass game needs to tighten up things a little bit, but it was what we expected. It was going to be a sloppy game. It's a scrimmage, essentially.
Right. I mean, the backup center situation I think is a little tricky because I don't think it's going to be what it was like we saw in there. I would expect somebody like Kerstetter or whatever to move over, but with Jordan Whittington, back there, I thought he was able to wake up a little bit in the second half. A lot better performance on his behalf. I did like the corners. Jalen Green, King Kunta, good point. The corners, they shut me up today. That was a point of concern. A few videos we did, the last few days. So
a lot of the starters weren't playing too. So I mean, and the defense looked really good. So yeah, the corners were very impressive. I know it was very generic offense. A lot of little 8-yard button hooks as you were calling. So I mean, but still they were reacting to the ball and
I think the weather had a lot to do with that. The wind
absolutely.
Was. Those of you who were here.
It's really cold.
It's really cold. The wind, we're in the Texas Club right now, and the wind was outrageous. So, we actually had to come up here and try to get some. But the corners, though, physically, I like the way Jalen Green fought through him and Malcolm Epps battled all day today. He was very, very aggressive. Even playing the ball, fighting through them, run game stuff when stuff would leak out to the outside, they did both corners. Deshaun Jameson as well did a good job keeping that outside shoulder free and making the play. Linebackers had a good day today. I felt like, from perspective, Jeff McCullough can make an argument. He had almost a pick six, and I thought Deli had a good day. Joseph Osai, had a sack today. Deli had a sack on a blitz. Very impressed with that group overall. I agree. Jeffrey balled out. Just reading some of the comments here. Texas might have another great defense on their hands. Todd Orlando, a lot of credit to him. Because he was pretty much heading over the white sideline, if you will, and then they came up with the dub. Casey Thompson. So let's talk about Casey Thompson.
Casey Thompson impressed me more than Sam Ehlinger, honestly.
Today.
Yeah, today. The thing is, I like our backup situation a lot. I feel very much more comfortable, essentially, if something bad happens to Ehlinger, because he has an extra step when he's running the ball. He's quick.
Great burst.
Quick, and you're not going to deal with much inaccuracies too, because he was fitting the ball in some tight windows earlier in the game and putting it where only the receiver can get it. So I'm not too worried about that.
I thought when things were somewhat clean, especially even earlier and before the wind really got out of hand, he had some nice throws to the sideline, some deep outs. One of them to Alphonte Woodard, who we got to see today for the first time. And I thought overall, he had some all things considered, with him having to literally pick the ball up off the ground our friend said 60% of the time, essentially, and to make the plays he was making, first spring game, first scrimmage, I thought he looked like he's been getting reps. He looked like he's been prepped, and I thought it was an impressive performance for him. Now, with that, the defense, with them looking good, means the offense didn't look so good. Our first team offense, especially, and look, guys, with the injuries we've had in the springs, and you saw the leaders, right? Colin Johnson, Brandon Jones, Caden Stearns, the guys that are on the sidelines. It looked like it was more conducive to have kind of ones versus ones. Offense struggled today. We struggled opening up some run lanes early in the game. We got going with Jordan Whittington late, and he had a couple big runs. And the pass game was abysmal. Sam, we really couldn't get. We had like one shallow cross to Devin Duvernay where he broke Deshaun Jameson's tackle that I can remember. I think the first quarter they had like negative 1 yards total offense. Very, very sloppy. Some penalties, some technique issues. Just your overall thoughts on the offense today.
Offense was sloppy. I mean, you can definitely tell that the wind was a factor in this game, and that we weren't. I mean, I think we tested deep balls 3 times that I saw. One of them was a great play by Jeffrey McCullough. The other was, I think, a really good position and coverage on B.J. Foster's part on Joshua Moore, and the other one was just a bad throw. I mean, it was. Oh no! There's one over into the end zone as well. That it was a really good throw.
That was Casey Thompson that threw the fade to Woodard, and I just thought if he had kind of pressed it up against the sideline a little better, he would have been able to try to make a play on that ball. But I thought that was actually a good throw. But overall, just offensively, we just couldn't really get anything going. They didn't get into a rhythm. There was a couple times where it was like 3rd and 18. Or 3rd and 11, and just behind the chains all day.
Yeah.
And it sucked because you look at, even the guys that able to get some catches, like even Brew, right? Brew had 3 catches for 16 yards, and just really not able to see them make a play downfield. And look, again, a lot of that credit goes to the defense. Chris Brown, I thought, was all over the place. B.J. Foster had himself a day back from the concussion.
What's so good? Yeah, I was about to say, it's like he was still playing as tough as he normally plays after a concussion injury, which that to me said a lot. Quick analysis is the good was I love Jordan Winton's balance when he ran the ball. Our field goal kicking was pretty good.
We had a 52-yarder in the win.
Jeffrey McCullough was great. This was a great game for him.
Great game for him.
I
thought
really
B.J. Foster was great.
Yeah, B.J. Foster was great. I really loved DeAndre Colburn. It looked like he was owning his.
Good.
Game.
Yeah. Colburn did have a good day. I'll give you that.
And then Joseph Osai.
Honestly,
the game looked really good too.
Honestly, and y'all let me know because one of the things is we're in the stadium. We can't see everything. Those of you who are watching on LHN. How'd the defensive line look? I didn't get a chance to really. We saw Coburn flash with some big plays, and it's really exciting to see him come along. I liked what I saw from Gerald Wilbon a couple times, just running downfield, hustling to the ball. Look, sometimes he was, the effort. You're looking for that, the motor. We were talking about motor on guys. Saw that from a guy like a Joseph Osai who's there in the front 7. So y'all just let us know what the defensive line looked like, because that's something I'm gonna have to go back and really dive into and rewatch on the tape when we do our official breakdown. But right now it's just like we're reacting from the cold. I want to see some of these
quick questions.
Yeah, quick questions or comments. Vicente, what's up, man? Hookem. DB, good to see you. Preston, Epps does need to play to his size. There was a couple snaps where Jalen Green just bullied him a little bit. At 6'7", 225. And I think that's something that you have to learn and adjust to, right? I remember Colin Johnson, his freshman year, had a lot of troubles where he would get pushed around at the line of scrimmage very, very often and not playing, not the Colin we know now that's, physical and can really manhandle guys and get in his work. So that's something valid there. All right, Kill, what's up, man?
OU's defense looked shitty. Spring game too. Okay, agreed.
Mike Valverde, Tran agrees with you on Casey Thompson's performance today. So, very valid, very valid.
I just like the fact that, the backup position, especially with the injury concerns that Ellinger has, that there won't be huge drop-off into that.
Now, other concerns, that you guys have coming out of today, is there any concerns we still have on the defensive side of the ball? I think depth is still something that we have to look at, because even with our second team defense out there today, a lot of walk-ons, a lot of guys who, didn't get a chance to, that won't be necessarily scholarship guys. I still think that's something that Tom Herman and his staff are going to look to kind of approach in the offseason as everybody finishes up spring camp. I've said it over and over again, trying to exhaust again those grad transfers and hitting that up, because if we lose, last year Gary Johnson missed the game. We had linebackers, they didn't play every game, and that's a bang position. So to see a little bit more depth there would be good. But they look well coached today. Their run fits, outstanding job. And our running backs, the staff and the media have talked so much about how good our run game has looked in the first two scrimmages and practices. So for them to approach it the way they did was really impressive. Agreed, Preston. Agreed. The linebackers look great today, man. I missed you today, brother. I was gonna come. I saw a lot of you guys at the game, but Preston, I missed you today, brother. We'll have to link up at some point for a game. Sanif, Jordan Winton, I don't know if I would go so far to say he looked like a man among boys. He looked good. He did have some poor snaps and some we just saw a drop there on the screen. But in the open field, you see where how gifted he can be. I thought B.J. Foster was awesome today, brother.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I thought he was awesome today. Hey, Preston, thank you for chiming in on the D-line. They look really good.
What's up with Sam in the beginning?
In the beginning? Well, Sam didn't have a good day today at all. I mean, let's just keep it 100. He wasn't sharp. And, I'm going to give Sam the benefit of the doubt because I know how good of a player he is and what he's already done here at the University of Texas. He had a bad day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to chalk it up to.
That,
he had a bad day.
Chalk it up to that.
Yeah.
I think he's one of those players that also likes to get hit, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Because it kind of wakes him up.
And you notice
it brings out the competitive
the play, I think we even said it while we were watching, the play where they got the first down was QB power.
Yep. Yeah.
It
was like an 18-yard run. Too,
yeah.
And
yeah. And that's sometimes that's his cup of coffee in the morning, to get him going, right? And he just didn't. And it's unfortunate because as a leader,
we are not the favorite to win the Big 12.
DB said he thinks we're the favorite to win the Big 12. 106 every home game. We'll have to link up, or at least let me know. Do you tailgate? Let me know.
Yeah, we will.
Nathan, are you the one? Are you the Nathan that hit me on IG earlier? If so, sorry I missed you. Hope you guys had a good time with your family. I think Brent was referring to Jeffrey McCulloch about him having a good scrimmage. Yeah, guys, but overall, I mean, we'll wrap up here shortly. I just wanted to have a little chat, just to give y'all real-time thoughts. Hey, Keandre's down there. All the guys down there signing autographs. With it being so cold, a lot of people... that's what I want to touch on. Pre-game atmosphere. I thought it was terrific.
Yeah.
I just posted a video to Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, you need to be.
Bevo Boulevard was packed out.
Bevo Boulevard was fantastic.
And
today.
at the beginning of the game, the actual bowl was filled. Like the horseshoe portion of it was filled. It was actually a pretty impressive showing for
fantastic
spring game.
King Kunta said use Jordan Whittington in the Wildcat. I think you're going to see Jordan Whittington all over the place. What did I call him in the middle of the game that Tom Herman used to call little Jordan Humphrey? His Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife, yeah.
That's what Jordan Whittington's going to be in this offense.
And
you
that's
saw
what he was
even
in high school. I mean,
even later in the game, they're spreading him out wide. He's lining up all over the place. I did see more versatility with our personnel groupings today than we've seen in the past. Granted, it's a spring game and it's going to be vanilla, but overall, I was impressed just with how they use Jordan Whittington. So I agree. I think you'll see him in the Wildcat. You'll see him all over the place. Nathan just got back to the hotel. Thank you, man. God bless you, brother. Saw Floyd walking.
Is there a chance Casey?
No.
If Ellinger's hurt.
Yeah, only by injury.
Yeah.
But Casey Thompson, coach's son, comes from a football family. You know, and he was ready to go today. We just saw a play where Overshawn, I think he tried to kill Casey Thompson at the goal line. But yeah, I mean, Casey Thompson again. I now know where Tom Herman's coming from when he said, I have no problem if he has to take over. When Chip Brown asked that question at one of the last press conferences. Eric Neighbor said, thank y'all for the hard work. Man, we appreciate you guys. Oh, Sanif. But first off, before I get to Sanif's question, because I got excited because he brought up my boy. Eric, thank you. We really appreciate you guys. And again, for all you guys that came up to us, many of the people that probably are on their way home because they were here. But overall, you know, we're really just so thankful for all you guys. We're growing. Y'all are spreading the word to your friends and fellow UT folks. So let's keep it going. But to Sanif brought up Joshua Moore. I did like Joshua Moore today, and I told you guys he's going to be our guy in the slot. Now he's going to have to compete with Jake Smith when he gets and well, depending. Brew played maybe 2 or 3 snaps in the slot. He played more on the outside, but what they want to see. Jordan Pouncey obviously got a lot of run in the slot, and he had some good plays, and he had some plays where you left shaking your head. But overall, I agree. I was impressed with Joshua Moore, the limited stuff he got to do, considering he really didn't get to run anything vertical. I was disappointed that we didn't get much going with Cade Brewer. You know, especially with the highlight videos we had seen of him getting vertical and making some plays.
Catches.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. We didn't see enough. And our tight ends today.
Tight end all together.
Yeah, Jarrett Wiley struggled today. Yeah, he had a couple drops.
You can tell he needs to add on a couple pounds because he's just a beanpole. I mean, he's tall. he towers over everyone, but he just hasn't put on the collar.
Right.
You know, and
he's also still adjusting to his new position.
Yeah, Green did look great. Whoever said it went away.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Green did look great.
Yes, Chris Roberts, Jalen Green, overall was my MVP for today. He impressed me the most. Especially considering what I was looking for coming into the game. I had pinpointed the corners because we hadn't, no one's seen Jalen Green play in burnt orange, you know, extensive snaps outside of the coaches in practice, and he was terrific today.
Watching that again, watching that interception that Ellinger just threw, they just showed it.
Braden Lambert.
It looked like it was it was just a misread. It looked like he thought he was on his team, like he's passing. Because
but I don't know about that because you practice against your team all the time.
I get that.
You know, I think it was just
right
to
him, and there was.
I know.
So that's why I'm saying that maybe he just got confused on which jerseys he was playing against. So. Driving home, be careful, man.
Yeah, be careful driving home, Mike. I appreciate you joining the chat. We're 53 people in here, which is awesome. 54 people. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Braden. We got some guys coming in, some beasts coming in though. Braden, Jake Smith, you know, Tyler Owens. So some much needed reinforcements. You know,
some more competition.
Yeah,
so
that's great. Yeah, Marcus Johnson. So a lot of guys coming in, or Washington, excuse me, coming in. That's going to be great competition for our guys, and help kind of reinforce some of that depth that we'll need. Again, love the redshirt rule, where some of these guys are going to be able to play, maybe buy us some time, and still keep their freshman year. Yeah. Hook 'em, Felipe.
JUCO guys any good? I didn't see.
Yeah, y'all have to chime in there.
See Caleb Johnson play, right?
I don't know if he played today. Did Caleb Johnson play today? I don't remember seeing him.
I think that's the only JUCO we have, right?
Linebackers, Jansen, I thought linebackers were very, very good today. Deli had a good day today. Saw him make a few plays in the run game. Filled, attack guards with his shoulder, led. Had a great blitz. Blitzed a few times. Had a great blitz where he was able to get a sack.
Osai looked great.
Joseph Osai looked fantastic.
And
he was very good.
Jeffrey
McCulloch was good. Joseph Osai, though, I want to give him some credit. Playing the pass so far downfield, turning and running with, I think it was Keontae. No, I'm sorry. It was Jordan Whittington. It was Jordan Whittington when he tried to readjust and kind of catch it back shoulder. But Joseph Osai is right there, step for step, almost 30 yards downfield. And he's more of a pass rush specialist. So just having that versatility. McCulloch, who traditionally has been more of a pass rush specialist for us, but, able to flip his hips and make some plays, right? So linebackers today, just phenomenal. Larry Coburn was great today.
Yeah.
Coburn was great.
Did play.
Coburn played, and he was fantastic.
Didn't really all season. Probably.
Running game didn't do much outside of the QB running. I thought Okafor at right tackle. I thought Cosme had some good blocks. Okafor at right tackle. Kerstetter was playing right guard, it looked like, from where we were sitting. So, again, the line play with offensive and defensive line, really going to have to go back and go to the tape and have more of a coach's tape session to give, a real stout opinion on that. But y'all chime in the comments.
Returning kicks.
Who do you see returning kicks? So they had Deshaun Jameson back there for the first punt return, and then Jordan Whittington. I think it's going to be a combination of Jameson and Brandon Jones on punt return, with possibly Jordan Whittington working in because they do want to get him touches. On kickoff, again, depending on how Jake Smith looks, I think you could see a litany of guys at kickoff. I think you could look at a guy like a Brew McCoy. I think you could look at a guy like a Jordan Whittington. Joshua Moore. All these guys have kick return experience from high school and in their past. So,
feel good about the defense. Feel great about the new players on defense.
Hey, if Malcolm's gonna play tight end, that's fine, but he's got to get more physical with his body.
Yeah, he's also got to put on some weight,
and
too,
he's got to put on a little bit of weight. Now I do like his length and being able to get his hands on guys from a distance. Kind of like a fighter, right? With your wingspan and keeping somebody at a distance. I think he's really good at that, but it's something he's going to have to continue to work on. Kirk's injury, guys, it looked like that was a shoulder.
I'm hoping it's just a stinger.
Yeah, it looked like it was a shoulder.
Especially with all his injury cases, I hope it's just a stinger. Yeah, Jalen Green just had a great pass breakup on a swing pass that they just showed.
Jalen Green was all. I just liked his physicality in his fight all day long. All day long. Joseph Osai, you guys are going to fall in love with him. He's going to be like our little Brian Arakpo, Sergio Kindle type dude, back in the day when we were really making our run. Yep. That's the type of player he reminds me of, to be honest with you. King Kuntu said Jordan Whittington and Jake Smith should be our retirement. How's the atmosphere tonight? Great question, Mike Rodriguez. Thanks for chiming in. The atmosphere was very, very good, especially to start the game. The weather was an issue, especially for us Texas folk here in Austin. We ain't. Yep. Look, my man don't even got a jacket.
I didn't think it was good. Like when the sun was out, it felt good, and then all of a sudden it was like 80 mile-an-hour winds.
Luckily, I brought my hoodie, but the weather was.
That's why we're up here in the Texas.
Yeah. But overall, the atmosphere pregame was tremendous. I haven't seen a buzz like this. I've been coming to spring games for the last 6-7 years now since I've been living here, and it hasn't been the same.
Yeah,
David Gilbert.
See the excitement.
What kind of question is that? How come y'all didn't go watch the concert? Because I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, man.
I'm not going to watch the concert because
I'd rather talk to you guys.
All I want to hear is Southern Hospitality, and you can get off the stage.
Yeah. How did Brennan Eagles play? Unfortunately, he didn't get much action. Just with the passing game. Now he worked in with the ones. Again, have to go back and watch the tape. But just didn't get much action. They ran him on a flag route in the back of the end zone, and Sam threw it the other way to Jordan Whittington, where he didn't make the play on the ball.
I agree, John Casey looked good.
Texas Drew, what's good, baby?
Yeah, I agree. Casey Thompson looked great.
He did. Tremendous, performance by the defense. But Casey Thompson, overall, I was just messing with you, David. I appreciate it. Thank you. Overall, though, Casey Thompson, everything considered, I thought he, did as much as he could. All right, well, we're gonna get wrapped up here and start heading down.
Hey, do the comments get saved on here?
Yeah,
we'll try to answer as many as we can.
Yeah, so some of the comments, and the video's gonna post afterwards. So even if you guys want to, leave some comments in, down there or whatever, we can get to some of the stuff when we do like our, official post game. This afternoon. Larry, I'm not sure on Roach. Physically, he looked good to me, but I don't know how he played.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like the defense was pretty good and dominant today. King Kunta, hopefully that's how he plays during the season, though. We can't get ahead of ourselves. He looked great today, but we can't just beat our chest over one spring game scrimmage. But I'm a Jeffrey McCulloch fan, and he was fantastic today. So
yeah, I hope he starts living up to. He was a high 4-star. He was teetering on. He was one of the top linebackers in the country. So I hope he starts playing up to his potential. He's got the skills. He's got the length. His arms are super long, and that helps him when he's actually playing near the line of scrimmage. So I hope he starts playing the way he is.
Yeah, and Sanif, some of that was wind, but there was one to Jordan Pouncey where he could have had a touchdown. I know exactly what play you're talking about. DB, at some point we may get to a point where we develop our show to have, some voicemail or even call in, very similar to what some of the other YouTubers are doing. But for right now, we're just continuing to progress and grow. Mike James Boxing wants to have a call-in show too. All right. Cool. We'll give the people what they want. We'll make it happen. Well, guys, we're going to wrap up here. We really appreciate you guys. And it was really fun coming out here today. And I know the weather was, somewhat crummy. And we were worried about rain and all this type of stuff. But overall, Texas, the fan base, the excitement, it was there today. Yep. It was there today. It was very, very lively.
Even though sloppy football is still football, and I was happy. Just
absolutely
to see people hit each other.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm glad we were able to just sync through my phone here right now and wrap it up with y'all post game. We're gonna head our way back because I didn't want to do this outside because it was too windy. Yeah. Hey Nathan, let's go Spurs! Go Spurs! Go!
Yep.
Go Spurs! Go!
Go Spurs!
Go Spurs! Go! I think we about to go and just find some. Yeah, go watch that too. So I appreciate you guys. We're gonna bounce here. Hey, hook 'em.